the management understands you better in India, but respects you better in United States. It's a huge difference.
Got
So
it.
they understand, the managers will understand that, okay, you're sick, you're not feeling well, your family is not well. Here, they don't have the emotional attachment with you. But yes, as per humanity laws, US will respect your needs, whereas India can or maybe have ignored your personal needs. So
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Desi Return. Today, we have Santosh as our guest. So, Santosh actually born in Andaman and Nicobar Island, did his study in India before going to US for hospitality. So, this is completely a different perspective and insights that we can gain, like a non-IT, someone who is working in a hospitality, how the life is in US. And we're also going to talk to him about his plans to return back to India, which is something that's going to happen pretty soon. With that, I'm looking forward to the discussion with Santosh. Uh, Welcome, Santosh, to the show.
thank you. Thank you so much, Mr. Avinash. Very nice to and happy that you have me here.
That's great. So, Santosh, if you can start with a bit of a background and the reason to move to US, that would be very helpful.
All right, sure. So, hi everyone, every viewer of Desi Return. Very happy to see this page and doing a great job. So, I am Santosh today as a guest, feeling very happy. And my background is like I have been in this industry for years as of now. I'm not very experienced, but he has started well and understood that how things start from the scratch. So did my studies in India, as Avinash said, and right now I'm in United States. I did my hospitality. I came down for a hospitality job, basically working for the Marriott. I got an opportunity in Atlanta, United States. So I moved to US 2 years back. It's been 2 years. So yeah, any further thing you can ask, I'll go forward with that.
That's great. So, just to confirm there, Santosh, you moved as a part of an internship, or you're working with Marriott in India, and then you got this opportunity to work in US, and so that's why you took the opportunity. So maybe you can put a little bit of a color. So it's not for education that you went there; it's maybe for the job or internal transfer, or you applied. Maybe if you can put some color to that, that would be very helpful.
All right, sure. So yeah, it was not a study purpose that I moved to United States for sure. My studies were done in India, Tamil Nadu, and in several states. I accompanied that. And then United States was an internship, a job internship, we would say, as we do OGTs before you get internship in IT sector too. So this is a very big reason that about hospitality people are not as aware as other industries, that what are their steps, how hospitality people travel so much, live abroad, work abroad, how do they get visas, and how easy or tough is it for them to get sponsorship. All these factors come up in hospitality too. So people, I would say hospitality industry's struggle is unacknowledged as of now, as much as it has in the background. Yeah.
Cool. So, just to confirm, like, for how long have you been working in the hospitality in India before taking on this internship opportunity in US?
Back in India, it was like 3 to 4 years, 3 to 4 years of scratch training experience that every hotelier or hospitality person would know how it goes. So been through that, yeah, 3 to 4 years. So if I bifurcate it, it was a year with SpiceJet Airlines. Uh, Very wonderful time to remember reservations, and then uh, a hotel back in Chennai, a three-star property. That was the first thing I start with, a V7 hotel. Then a resort property by Marriott, Four Points by Sheraton, Mahabalipuram. So all these places helped me grow a lot. And meanwhile, in between this, when I was doing this hospitality, I also felt that I'm going to drop down this industry. I could come out. I worked for Airtel and a couple of these real estate business, small business, thinking that I will work it out. But I know heart relies in home, so I came back to hospitality.
Great. So, how has been your experience in US? Working in hospitality, um, and maybe you
Okay,
can compare and contrast between India and US if there is anything like, the things that you enjoyed from a career wise, that would be very helpful.
I understand. I understand. This is a very sensitive topic to say on, but I would really put some light on that for the freshers, basically. I don't want to talk about how you're going to grow after 10 years or 5 years. When you start from the scratch, you have to have confidence in yourself that, okay, this is going to take time and I am going to do it my way. You can learn from people, you can seek help from people, but end of the day, it's you doing your own job. Okay. So as you asked me answering your question, I would be very particular saying that it is never easy to do it. It is never easy, but the work life or workplace or the environment that you get in India is pretty much familiar to you, that you've been enjoying it or living it from your childhood. But when you move to United States in hospitality as per career, I feel the management differs. Of course, every property management differs, but how the work culture differs is like, let's say back, I'll give you a quick example. Back in India, if you're a hotelier, you went into your first few years working in a hotel as a front office agent, let's say. I'm not a chef, I'm a front office agent. So if you step down to that position for like 5 to 10 years, I feel you're not paid your worth. Okay. And second thing, that's a very big statement to say, but it is the hard fact that you're not paid for what you're doing. And second thing, I feel that the management understands you better in India, but respects you better in United States. It's a huge difference.
Got
So
it.
they understand, the managers will understand that, okay, you're sick, you're not feeling well, your family is not well. Here, they don't have the emotional attachment with you. But yes, as per humanity laws, US will respect your needs, whereas India can or maybe have ignored your personal needs. So that's a pretty big difference.
Okay. No, thanks for sharing that. So any reason like, why you are planning to return back to India and what triggered that decision? That would be very helpful.
Okay, for international students and international working persons, I feel it is a very high time to choose where you're going to be, where you want to be, and how you want to be. Because for me, it's almost I'm choosing where to settle down now. So if I compare India, Europe, and USA, I would say if in these three regions as taking my career forward, US is slightly hard for hoteliers or hospitality to get your work visa directly. So that is also a problem that I am facing. No matter how good you are, end of the day, people in hotels or the management bearing positions will not uh, appreciate giving out those work permits because it comes with a lot of government uh, paperwork they have to deal with and a lot of questions they have to answer the federal thing. So that's why I feel you have to choose. I couldn't get it. I'm coming back to India. And
Got
I'm
it.
coming back to India with a plan. So I couldn't get it. And I want to be very upfront to people that if someone is giving you a false hope that no, come on, you can work it out, you can do illegal jobs. See, let me tell you, I don't know how much big it's gonna go, but these are some facts that people do it that way. People find out their ways by doing small, silly jobs. But the point is how much risk you take for it. It is it is huge. The money you pay, the investment you make to come to US and do such thing, get caught on it. As you know, international students get a lot of that to suffer with.
Yeah.
So that thing is really hard to see.
Okay. I know you made this comment about you have a plan in place for the relocation or for the move back to India. Maybe can you talk a little bit about the planning that you have done and for how long have you planned for it? That would be
All
also
right.
very insightful.
So after this 2 years gap from my family and friends and my home country, so it feels a little heavy to leave this place as you set up things, come out, set up your own things for the first time, it feels a bit heavy, but coming back to India will be homecoming. So I feel that I'm coming to relocate to Europe as of now because hospitality is all about travel and work, I guess. So we have that logo in our mind that we have to keep moving, keep upgrading, keep learning. So with that, I'm aiming. As I was checking your page too, you had really good fact sharing about Germany. So my next stop is Germany. I have heard a lot of positive and negative. So that's how it comes, I believe. If you get paid well and if you get good exposure, good respect to your work, I guess people should take that move. So as am I doing is Europe, and I'm gonna stay back in India for like a couple of months. My process is almost started for the next
Yep.
step ahead, but that's how it's gonna be.
Okay, great. So life is a journey, and it's always learning and upgrading, as you said, and explore. Yeah, cool. Are there any topics that we haven't covered that you want to bring up, especially with someone who is living abroad and thinking about going back to a different country or going back to India, that you want to touch base?
No, before anyone starts from India, I would say this. Before anyone starts from India to get a international exposure, uh, they should make up their mind first that we are gonna live in a different society. We're gonna live with different set of people of different religion, of different country, of different, you understand, right? So in that terms, people need to get prepared in advance that, okay, so now if we are moving into such step, as we get ready before marriage, as we get ready before exams, this is also a test that you are gonna go into a new life, walk in to someone, and you never know how things gonna turn. So keep your my mind open and make sure you're ready to work that way, you're ready to adjust that way, because well, once you step out of your home, it's not your home anymore.
Yep.
So you have to be accommodative, and you have to, then only you can expect that, okay, if I go ask for something, it's gonna come in reverse. Whereas that reverse factor, because back in the old times, I used to hear stories that people don't exchange money, exchange food. Before that, it was like you owe me one, right? So bringing that concept back, I would say it is more in US, whereas Indian students coming out are not ready for it. So I would say they have a huge fear to step aside and show that how different I am. So don't be that. This message would be very clear to every individual sitting out or is an aspirant to come out from India. Make sure you have your guts very strong and take your decisions not in influence of anyone's actions. Make
Sure.
it clear in your minds. Yeah,
I think that's a very important one. Yeah. Cool.
very important.
Any other advice or anything that you want to share from your perspective?
That would be it. But no matter how much you want to grow in your career, no matter how much good you want to get paid, make sure you carry forward your friendships. Make sure you're loyal to them. And because this journey is not evidenced by anyone else but those friends whom you met internationally, I would say. Because your family haven't seen your 2-year journey or how much time you're spending outside, how were your days, what were your struggles. Only your close friends that you made abroad know them, have seen them. So I
Yeah.
would say make sure no matter what pressure you get, you carry it forward and carry it for a better and good future.
Okay, that's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
So thanks a lot,
Thank you so
Santosh,
much, Avinash.
for taking the time and talking to us and sharing your story. Wish you all the best as
Thank
you
you so much.
explore and as you grow. I really thanks again for taking the time and talking to us today.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Avinash, for having me here. We really appreciate you doing such a great job and bringing out small idea with a very big platform. I really appreciate that, man.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you all for joining us on this insightful journey of Desi Return. If you enjoyed this episode and want to explore more stories and expert advice, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Don't forget to leave a comment below with your thoughts and experiences. By the way, check out the links in the description below for our Facebook group and social media for updates and engaging discussions, as well as connecting with fellow Desi returners. Thank you once again, and until next time, may your Desi return journey be filled with joy, growth, and endless possibilities.